And I've clicked go live. Hey Zaram, hi, hello, welcome. I'm gonna wait a little bit until there's a few more people, and then we're gonna talk. Because oh boy, I mean, obviously you've seen the title of the stream, so obviously I've got some explaining to do, and I will explain myself. Gonna wait for a few more people, then we'll get started. Hello, hi, welcome. Mineteria, because I was confused by the title. You know the like server that like a bunch of YouTubers were in on, including myself back in the day. Although I was at a very small degree because other YouTubers there did not like me. So I wasn't really allowed to participate in any of the actual YouTuber activities because I was not liked. But I sure was used for money. So we're gonna talk about that. Alright. There's enough people, so we're gonna get started. So, Mineteria. As you all know, Myteria was a server where a bunch of YouTubers, there is one specific YouTuber who is very well known for being active on the server, who I cannot talk about for legal reasons because of a cease and desist I have against them. But there were a ton of YouTubers that had like cosmetics and stuff on the server way back in the day. Way back in the day. My very first stream was actually on Mineteria. And as any of you who was around for that stream would know, it actually ended abruptly because that YouTuber, that same YouTuber, started making a whole lot of nasty comments in my TMs on Discord. So it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Mineteria, I had a cosmetic that you could actually have bought. The YouTubers were a big selling point of the server. A couple of the sets were uh a couple sets were on there. Yep, they sure were. There was a cosmetic actually that was my party hat, which is the main reason I want to talk about this particularly. Um, but it was basically like a cosmetic that you could buy, and then once you buyed it, I would get a certain percentage of that. Yeah, well, here's the funny thing about that. I actually didn't really get paid for it. Like I did for the first like month it was in the store. But any time after that, if anyone had really bought one of the party hats, I really didn't get paid for it. Like the first, it was not the first month. It was like the first few months. But like I stopped getting any kind of like revenue from any of it. So it was pretty bad. And also it was during the stuff with Star. So it was not a great time. But yeah, no, I had a coupon code, and if anyone used it, they'd get money. And there was I just didn't get. After a few months, I just didn't get any kind of anything from the person in charge. And then turns out they shift leadership, and I was uninformed entirely that that occurred. And the new leadership flat out stated that even though my cosmetic was still like a paid for thing, they were not going to pay me. But it closed shortly after. Otherwise, I would have looked for legal repercussions because that's my party hat, and you're not going to sell my property and get money from it. So yeah, it was pretty bad. It was literal fraud. I tried reaching out to the owner, being like, "Hey, you have one of my cosmetics, and if I'm not gonna get paid for it, then like you shouldn't have it there." And they were kind of like, "Well, no, lol." So yeah, it was pretty bad. Not that the old leadership was any better. Had so many issues of him, like the original owner, like kicking cast members or banning cast members from the server because he was being silly goofy right before I was trying to stream, which was very annoying. Just overall, it was not a great time. I did not have fun. I mean, like I said, I wasn't allowed to be included in any of the YouTuber activities at all. Because a few of the other YouTubers didn't like me. And instead of the server owner kind of telling them to suck it up, he had a lot of stake in those particular YouTubers. So I was kind of forced to be in my little corner. But yeah, no, any Mineteria stream, all the YouTubers were advertised in the server, but I wasn't. Mineteria was a huge red flag. I didn't really want to talk about it too much because, again, one of the bigger YouTubers were backing it up. So, yeah. And as few of you may know, because I hint at it publicly, but I never outright say anything because, again, legal reasons. The YouTuber who was primarily like the face of Myteria was an asshole and harassed me on my very first stream. It's another abuse PC was put through. Yeah. 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 Anyways, it was especially hard because Myteria was uh Myteria was a server. It God, it was during a really dark time as well. It didn't help. However, as you can see from the title, and you should know me well enough, I'm not one to clickbait. I got a comment yesterday saying that Myteria was relaunching, or something similar, a remake to Myteria was relaunching, called Mysteria. This is their YouTube channel. They only have trailers right now. So we're gonna look at the trailers and see if it's any good. The main reason I'm looking this over is to see what they're doing with the cosmetics. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little pissed if I see my party hat as a cosmetic and no one has thought to reach out to me. Like, if they had reached out to me, I'd be fine with this. But if they use the cosmetics and they haven't reached out to people, I'm gonna be mad. And it's not even on my own case, right? Like, even the bigger YouTubers, their cosmetics should not be getting used if they're not being communicated with. I mean, other than, like, you know, the standard, like, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy. Like, if it's any, like, you know, Molten Freddy, Lefty, like those characters, if it's those cosmetics, then there's not much they can do about it because it's Five Nights at Freddy's. But like anything that's like custom cosmetics should be run by their, respective creators. If that makes sense. Like I'm not necessarily like I don't necessarily care if they used them. I don't listen. There are some people that are from the server I do not like, and I wish them nothing but the worst. But like, I also do sympathize with the fact that like stealing people's stuff still isn't okay, even if they are a terrible person. If that makes sense. I don't think it's clickbait. Yeah, but I have to have a little more substance than talking about my abuse from this fucking server. So I do have more substance. Here. This is my substance. So we are gonna look over this. And I want to make it clear to you, chat, that unless you absolutely want me to, I'm not, to put it out there, I am not against going on this server. I am, yet. We'll see. But I'm not absolutely against going on the server and playing around with you guys. I wouldn't be against that. However, I obviously first need to know some things about here first. But also, it's if you guys want to see it. Because if you guys don't want to see it, I have no reason to go on here. I might do it to, investigate, because I'm a curious motherfucker, but that would be it. I would not live stream on this unless you guys wanted it. So this is, Myteria, which is also original and different from the other. Oh, look, they have a Twitter. Ugh, they have the Nazi platform. There's Blue Sky now. You don't need a Twitter. Why do you have a Blue Sky? I'm already sad and disappointed. Also, it looks like it's, currently being worked on. For now, I'm neutral to you playing on the server. Yeah, we'll find out very shortly. Like I said, obviously I'm gonna go on because I'm curious. But we'll see what kind of trauma responses I have from it. Anyways, let us take a look. Okay. This looks like a recreation so far. Okay, hang on. Wait, I've not been reading any of the text. A next-gen social network. Play fun social games. Alright. I'm not seeing any of the hats and stuff. Play competitive games. There's your murder mystery. I don't know how to feel about that. Because some of those are sets. I wonder what murder sets they have. Because some of those are legitimately sets. I'd say keep a lookout for fraud and see. Maybe curiosity's sake, I say try it, but no more business deals or anything from them. They have too poor of a reputation. I don't think this is the same people. I don't think this is done by Mineteria because I am still in the Mineteria server. And if I were to do any kind of business deals, I'd want a contract instead of before. Let's see. This is Sky Wars, I believe. I never played Mineteria Sky Wars. I don't know which maps are actual sets, but I do know a lot of maps are recreations. Yeah. A lot of them are recreations of sets. They're not like sets, but, they're recreations of sets, which is still would not be good if it's recreations, if it's still the same recreations of sets without permission. But again, I'm not 100% sure which ones are or not. Alright, just Sky Wars. Casual games. So this is parkour. Looks like a build battle. I don't know if Mineteria ever had a build battle. Okay. There's that. Alright. Needs to be like exact sets for Mineteria with new additions. It does, but I'm not seeing any that's like, and that I'm like, oh, that's from that, you know? Like, it just seems like, because Mineteria had some stuff of their own. Alright, let's see. Many fun things to do on Myteria. Bowling. I don't know if they had that before. Also, chat obligatory. Say happy birthday to Ness. Because it's Ness's birthday. Ness is hanging out with an IRL friend right now. Hence why he's not with me currently. Pretty sure they hinted at it. Yeah, I don't think they did, but I wouldn't be surprised if they hinted at it. Visit the arcade with your friends. This also I don't think they had. Okay, there's also a lot of new stuff here. Volleyball, I didn't know they had this. I'm pretty sure I didn't know about this. I know they definitely had that. Yeah, Skywars solos. Not seeing any cosmetics yet. Interesting. Alright. So here's 3. So this is murder, huh? Alright. Okay, so this is the one we're keeping an eye out on, folks, on whether they've been stealing stuff. So I see Snowden, which is fine. Ooh, where's this? This looks new. But they're definitely using some of the same texture packs, though. Oh, I see a witch hat. Oh, I see hats. Oh, I see hats. I see a party hat over there, and I see a hat. I see a Santa hat. Yeah, so they are, in fact, using cosmetics. We will see how that works. So far, it doesn't look like there's fraud. No, I'm not seeing any fraud so far, although I'm seeing hints of potential fraud. I'm seeing the potential fraud that means the curious PC will go and investigate. when it opens, but it doesn't look that bad. I see a Mineteria crown, and it went really fast in the next bit. So we're gonna pause and play. Yeah, there's a soda hat. So they're definitely keeping the cosmetics. I'm really hoping they don't commit fraud. I'm really hoping I don't see my party hat on here. I'm gonna be a little upsetty, Spaghetti, but so far it looks like it's just the like default ones. Oh, there's the not PC party hat. You can press the less than and more than. I don't think that. Oh, that does work on my computer. You can see if I can just go back a little bit. Right there, you can see in that right over here. I don't know if it shows very well. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. You can see it though, right? For the full thing to come out to jump to any conclusions. Oh, absolutely. Oh no, I don't mind giving them a chance. I don't even mind if the polka dotted party hat. Yeah, that was the other party hat. Like I don't mind giving a chance to this, like, until it's out and giving a chance to it before saying anything. I just know um I'm definitely curious if any of the staff who's working on this worked on Mineteria. I'm curious as to other YouTubers' response to this because of how much trauma was linked to just Myteria in itself. So it'll be interesting. But so far, I'm not seeing any fraud. But I am holding my breath. Okay. I think some of the art. Yeah, there's the Christmas hats. Yeah, so they have a lot more of the cosmetics in this one. Definitely interesting. Oh, there's the housing. I was waiting for it. That. What is that? What are those to the right? Dinosaurs. I'm seeing what I can assume is an Ophelia bird. They do have the hat in. You can also try asking for it to be removed. They genuinely don't think it's about it being stolen. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. If they do, I'll reach out and see their response before saying anything about it. They do have an Ophelia. That does look like Ophelia bird. Oh, here's the mall. So here's where the cosmetics were. They do have costumes, but they look... That's my party hat right there. Okay, there's the fraud. We found it. Uh. Okay, let's find the time here. Yeah, hopefully it's accidental fraud. We're gonna hope it's accidental fraud. I'll reach out in the comments to them asking about it. Oh my god. I was so hopeful. Yep, that's that right there. That right there is fraud, ladies and gentlemen. That's my hat, motherfucker. Oh, that makes me so sad. Okay, let's see what else is stolen. Do we see anything else that isn't already? Yeah, they probably just assumed it was a random cosmetic, and I'll reach out to them. At least they like it well enough to put in the shop window. Yeah, I will reach out to them. I will reach out to them, and we're gonna see how that goes. So it's definitely interesting. What are my thoughts? Well, I'm definitely gonna reach out to them. And see how they handle it. Because I would be curious. They do have a website that has a store. Hang on, actually, I'm gonna show this. I'll show this. They do have a store. Yeah, get out of here. So it does look like it is like entirely the same. So I am a little concerned. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Even if they knew it's possible they missed it, since of the amount of stuff they would have had to go through to make sure they didn't leave anything, because it could have caused problems. Yeah. So I will, like I said, my plan is to reach out to them to see, like, what it's all about, what's happening. Because, like, I would be so down if something like this were to happen. Like, I am not against this. This is not something I am against. But I know there's a lot of YouTubers who have a lot of trauma with this, and I also know that there were a lot of really bad people involved in Mineteria. And obviously the fraud is not great. So I'm definitely hoping it was maybe accidental. But yeah. So that's look at that, I guess. Uh, I would be interested to know your guys' thoughts. No true YouTuber wants the past to repeat itself. Yeah, I don't think a lot of the bigger YouTubers will be interacting with this because I don't think they'll want any part of it, which is kind of why I'm not against it, like participating, because I do know that a lot of bigger YouTubers won't be a part of this because they're not gonna want to be. But my interest has been piqued. I will say that my interest has been piqued. I am I'm cautionately curious. I think is the best word for it. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So, at least for now, because I gotta go write a message now, I guess. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a possum day, and TTFN. Bye bye.